Hi everybody in EDU 271, both hybrid and online versions. I wanted to take a little time this morning to just update you in the class. First and foremost, let you know that the two classes are merged. I'm sure most of you figured that out by now, that the merge was successful. So the online and the hybrid versions are both together now. Module 1 is officially over. Module 2 has begun. The modules going forward should all look very, very similar. The first module didn't focus on the textbook. I do that on purpose to give everybody a little bit of time to get the book and kind of get settled into place. So the resources there were not book related. However, every module going forward does revolve more around the book. So everything will look very, very similar in all the future modules. But I do want to make sure that I take a little time at this point to kind of show you the module and kind of go through what to expect and how to view the module. So on your screen, other than seeing me in the corner, in the majority of the screen you should see Module 2 as you see it in your Moodle course. And you'll see the name of the module, Facilitating and Inspiring Student Learning and Creativity. The first thing you see is the module task list. You'll notice in our course that every module starts with that same piece, so that, and it's on purpose, so that it can guide you for each module. What I want to do today is go ahead and open that so that you can see it. What it does is it starts off by telling you what to read and then what to turn in. So you'll see that for this particular module, you're going to be reading Chapter 1, 2, and 3. You're going to read the class website overview and the virtual field trip overview. It also tells you exactly where to find these documents. Obviously 1, 2, and 3, it's the PowerPoints and my notes are in the reading folder, but then of course you're going to read the chapter from your textbook. And then the class website overview and the virtual field trip overview are Word documents found in the reading folder. And I clearly show you that right there in that document. It also has a little note there that you're going to read about and should begin working on the class website and the virtual field trip during this module, but they're not due until Module 5. So there's something that gets introduced in this module, but you have a long period of time to continually work on them. For this module, you're going to turn in Chapter 1 review, Chapter 2 review, Chapter 3 review, and Module 2 forum. And again, I make that same note again that you're going to begin working on the class website and the virtual field trip, but it's not due until Module 5. And then it shows you the exact due date of all of the assignments for this module, which happens to be September 7th. So again, this is found at the beginning of every module so that you can clearly know what to do and what's expected in each module. So going back now to Module 2, here again is that module. You'll see that was the task list. There's that reading folder that I told you would be there. And just as promised, there's Chapter 1, PowerPoint and notes. There's Chapter 2, PowerPoints and notes. There's Chapter 3, PowerPoints and notes. There is the class website Word document, and there is the virtual field trip Word document that describes the assignment and gives you some insight into what I'm looking for there. So again, there's all those reading assignments that you should be looking at. Again, back to the course and back here in Module 2, I have a sample virtual field trip for you to look at. In the Word document, there's a link to a sample website, by the way. And then here are the assignments. These pencil and paper icons right here that I'm scrolling over with the mouse, those are actually where you answer the Module 1 review, Module 2 review, and Module 3 review. These are like journal entries, so when you click on them, how this looks is here are the questions that you're to answer. They're kind of like case study or essay type questions that you apply the knowledge from the chapter, and you're going to write a little something about them yet. You'll notice here they call it a journal because that's the feature within Moodle that I used for us to communicate this. This is not like a forum. This is a private discussion that's just between you and I. So if you start to write in here and you feel like can other people see this or anything, the answer is no. It is a private communication solely between you and I. So to answer these questions, all you need to do is start or edit my journal entry. You click there and you can type your answers here. What I tell a lot of students to do, just because it helps keep them on track, is to come on up here and you can copy and paste the questions. So you can do a Control C for copy and then come down here into the box, do a Control V for paste, and now your questions are right here in the journal box, and below the questions you can type your answers. So you can come here and whatever you want to put as your answer to, I'm trying to get rid of that 2 there, but whatever you want to put here, you can do so. Let me do that again. Let me get rid of that number feature right there. There we go. I could then type my answer. So I could now type in my answer to that question right there in the box and not have to continually look up. As you type more and more, sometimes it gets confusing. So that's one option. You do not have to do that, but a lot of times students find that useful. Once you're done typing all your answers in, you click Save Changes. And that's all you need to do here. You can go back and edit this, so you can start it and go back and edit. However, after the due date, if you go and make changes, you should make sure you're communicating that with me, because I'm going to think once it's in there, I can see it. So I'm going to think that it's okay for me to grade. You might want to leave a note somewhere at the top if it's a work in progress that says this is a work in progress, so I'll know to hold off on grading it. Other than that, I do want to show you as well that the last thing in that module 2, excuse me, I went past it there, you have that same module chapter review for chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and then you have the module 2 forum. The forum works again just like it did in module 1. You click on it, you do participate, the question is here, and then you would just simply post an original and reply to 2 classmates, and it's going to work just like the first one did. Simply saying I agree or that sounds good does not constitute a good solid reply to a classmate, by the way. So I'm looking for you to expand what they say, add concrete information, especially if you're referencing the text you're reading or some kind of concrete experience that you've had working with children in some way. That would be a good reply. So hopefully this helps you get on track with with module 2, and also helps you get thinking about how the whole course will be structured. Please feel free to reach out to me at any point in time with any questions. If need be, you are welcome to come visit with me, and I'd be glad to show you any of this in greater detail as well. And tutoring is always available for the coursework side or even the Moodle and the technology side of the course. So that's an option as well. Please let me know how I can help, and I look forward to continuing to work with you this semester. Bye for now.